Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look with you. I am just doing kind of like a chatty get ready with me. So this is the makeup that I would wear. Basically, it's the skin that I wear every single time I do photos, but it's also the eye look that I wear if I have an event or I'm going out at night or something like that. It's just a little bit more eye makeup than I normally wear on an everyday basis. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. All right, I prepped my skin with my Dermalogica Active Moist Moisturizer. Love this stuff. And then I used the Bare Minerals Good Hydrations and the Dermalogica Hydro Blur Primer. I used this just around my nose where I have problem areas with my pores, and I use this kind of on my chin, my nose, and my forehead where I've been a little bit more dry. So now that my skin is prepped, I'm going to go in with foundation. And today I'm going to use my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I have the shades 2 Alabaster and 15 Beige. These, neither of them are my color. This I think is the lightest neutral color that they have with neutral undertones, and this is a medium shade with neutral undertones. They have so many shades of this and so many with really good and different undertones. So I have very neutral undertones, and so it's kind of hard for me to, like, I can't use anything with warm or cool undertones. Obviously, you should find a foundation that matches your undertones. So I'm just gonna put a couple of dots of the darker one on. This little piece keeps getting stuck. It's supposed to stay up in the top of the cap. There we go. I'm just gonna put a couple of dots on of this one because obviously it's way darker than I need it to be. And I'm just doing section by section. If you have seen me apply this foundation before, you know that it dries pretty quickly. So I just want to blend it in as quickly as possible so that it's not impossible to blend in. Do you guys have any products that you have been absolutely loving? I've been having the itch to try something out that I haven't tried before, and I just haven't seen anything that really has me excited. And I don't know, it just seems like I've tried everything that I was wanting to try. So if there's something that you guys want me to test out for you that I haven't tested yet, leave it down below in the comments. I definitely want to test out some new products that are gonna come out, or maybe something that's out that I didn't test. I don't know. I did test out the new Marc Jacobs foundation, and I was gonna do a video on it, but I wanted to do like a full review video instead of doing a first impressions. And I did not like the foundation. I was trying to figure out a way to make it work for me, but then it just doesn't seem like you should have to work that hard at making an expensive foundation work for you. So it just broke up on my skin. It made my skin look really dry and flaky, and I just didn't like it at all. So I didn't want to do a full video on how much I hated that foundation, especially because Marc Jacobs is such a good brand. They have so many good products, but that foundation was just such a pass for me. So yeah, definitely tried that out. Now it's sitting in my drawer, basically unused. I think I'm going to try to pass it along to one of my friends and see if it works for their skin. I have pretty normal skin. I'm a little bit oily. I'm more oily in the summer and just a little bit more dry in the winter, but I have pretty normal skin, so I don't know. It's weird that it wouldn't work for me. So yeah, if you were thinking about trying that foundation out, I would maybe pass. Or see if you can get a sample of it to try it before you actually spend the money on it, because it is very expensive. All right, so that's one good layer. I'm just gonna go over this. I have such a huge breakout right here, so I'm gonna go over that one more time and just a couple of my scars over here. But I'm not gonna do a full layer on my entire face again because I don't think that that's necessary. And I'm basically doing the makeup that I do when I take photos. So this is kind of like what I do for my full coverage skin. And then I'm going to do a little bit more on my eyes than I normally do, but nothing too crazy. I guess more so it's going to be the makeup that I wear if I'm going out or have an occasion to wear more makeup. I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm getting down to the bottom of a lot of my products. So I've been trying to use those ones up because having just a ton of almost used products in my collection is kind of driving me nuts. And there's a couple that I just need to repurchase, but I just feel like I need to use up what I have. For bronzing and contouring, I'm going to go in with two different products. First, I'm going to go in with the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This one is almost gone. Like, there is so much pan showing. I'm just going to use the brush that it comes with. And I like to do my contour with this. I don't do it all the time because usually I try not to be so high maintenance and just use one or the other. But I really like doing the combo of both because I do like this brush. I normally hate brushes that come in different kits, but I actually really like this one for contouring. All right, and then for bronzer, I'm just gonna kind of warm up the rest of my skin with the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. This one again has so much pan showing, and I'm going to use my Eco Tools, I think this is the sheer powder brush. Yes, sheer powder brush. And I'm just going to go in, I really like this brush because it's super flimsy and flexible, so it just kind of covers a lot of area, and it's a really good brush to warm up your entire face with. I will link it down below. I'll link everything that I mentioned today down below in the bottom bar. I always do that, so if you're ever looking for something that I talk about, it is probably down there. But yeah, I like how this kind of like spreads out once it hits your skin and gives you a more diffused look instead of a really precise like contoured look. Also, guys, I have been loving this tank. I have it in this purple shade, and then I also have it in a blush shade. I will link it down below too, as well as my cardigan. It's just a really pretty, like, marled gray color. And it has pockets at the bottom, but it is just so comfy. But yeah, I've just been loving this tank. I think that it's a super flattering cut, having it go up more towards your neck, and it's kind of a high neckline, which I really like. It comes in a ton of different shades, and it's this like linen-y knit like blend material. Wow, lost my train of thought. But yeah, it comes in tons of different colors, so I will link it down below for you. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Baby Love with my Morphe E4. Nothing new here. I just mentioned this blush. I put it in my top 5 blush formulas of all time. And then when I was looking for it online, I realized that it's not on Ulta's website anymore. I don't know if they are discontinuing it or what, but I couldn't really find it anywhere, and I don't know, I guess I was kind of surprised. Also, I'm going with my Hourglass Vanish Flash. It's the Champagne Flash Stick Highlight. And I'm just using my finger to kind of melt this into the high points of my cheekbones. I think it is the prettiest highlight. This, I think, has become my all-time favorite highlighter, which is crazy. I did a full video on it, actually, which I will link in the cards and down below for you. And I really liked it when I started using it, but it's, oh my gosh, it has become my absolute favorite. I think it's the prettiest highlight, and it can give you a nice lit from within look. It can also be super, super blinding highlight if you want that too. I've been using it under all of my powders. I'll just put my foundation on and then use this and put all of my powders on top, and it still glows even under all of that product. It just looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to set my face, but first I just want to get the creases out of my eyelids because I did put foundation on my eyelids and I don't want to set the creases there. So I'm just gonna get the creases out, and then I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Man Eater 2 palette and take the shade Passion, which is right here, and just set my eyelids. Okay, I'm gonna use something new to me. This is the Evian Natural Mineral Water. Okay, I have to say that I've seen this over the past couple of years, and I was like, why the heck would I pay for an aerosol of water? Why wouldn't I just buy a spray can or like a little spray bottle and put water in it? I don't know, but I'm gonna test it out and see if it actually is nice or if it really is just water. Okay, so one thing I will say right off the bat is the sprayer is really nice. I haven't had an aerosol setting spray, I don't think, ever. So that was kind of nice that it was just like a steady stream. And I'm just going back in with my Eco Tool sponge just to blend everything out. I feel like this step is one of my favorites. It really helps all of your makeup blend into the skin and blend together. All right, let's move on to the eyes. I'm gonna use my Man Eater 2 palette. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Tarte Man Eater 2 palette. Surprise, surprise. It is just so good. I cannot stop using it. On an everyday basis, I've just been going in with the color Pore and blending it out with a really big fluffy brush. But today I'm just going to do a little bit something extra, nothing too crazy. So I am going to go in with Pore. I already set my entire lid with Passion. So we're going to go in with Pore with this really fluffy brush and just blend that all over through my crease, all over my lid. I feel like in the summer I don't wear as much makeup. I don't know if that's how you guys are too. Let me know down below in the comments. But I feel like I want like more of a natural, just like really bronzed up look in the summer. So this is kind of like the last season that I really wear more makeup. Unless I'm going obviously to like an event or a wedding or something, then I will do heavier makeup. But for the most part in the summer, I go pretty minimal and I will just wear mascara a lot of times. Sometimes I'll put eyeliner on too. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush, and I'm going to pick up some Saucy. This is just a really good transition shade. And I'm just gonna go really lightly and just right in my crease, kind of over the first color, but a little bit lower this time. Now I'm gonna take my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease brush and go in with this dark chocolatey brown in Midnight. And I'm just picking up the smallest amount of that, and I'm just gonna put that in my outer V. A lot of times recently, I've just been using Midnight or Catcall as my eyeliner. So I'm gonna show you how I do that today too, because I did get a couple of questions on how I use my eyeshadows for eyeliners. And I'm just taking that original fluffy brush again and blending everything out so that it's really seamless. I didn't pick up any additional product. I just like to go in and make sure everything is super blended. All right, now I'm taking my ColourPop Winged Liner brush and I'm gonna go in with Midnight and Catcall. I'm just kind of mixing them. And I'm going to stamp this on my lash line, just right up against my lashes. And I'm only going about 2/3 of the way in. I don't like to take my eyeliner all the way into my inner corner. I've mentioned that before. I just think that it closes up your eyes a little bit too much. So that is it for the upper lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take my Real Techniques smudge brush and then again mix those two shades and just smudge this under my lower lash line. And I'm just gonna wipe off some of that product onto a tissue just so that I have a cleaner brush, because I don't want a lot of product down here, just a little hint of product. All right, now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes first, and then I'm going to go in with the NYX Worth the Hype mascara as my first coat. And then my second coat, I'm gonna go in with the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. I love this combo together. I mentioned it in my everyday makeup video. I just cannot get enough of it. Do you guys have any TV shows or podcasts that you have been loving recently? Since I work from home, I always have something on in the background, whether it's like trashy reality shows, or I'll listen to music, or I'll listen to podcasts, and I am like out of podcasts. I have listened to the ones that I wanted to finish, and then there's a couple that I listen to that come out once a week, but that only last once a week, and I work all day every day from home. So I do like to have something going on that I can just listen to. So yeah, if you have something that you've been loving, leave it down in the comments below. I need some ideas of things to listen to. Alright, while I wait for my first coat of mascara to dry, I'm going to go in with my Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in the color Stealth. I desperately need to sharpen this. I just love this though. It's the perfect nude. Okay, and then over that, I'm going to put on the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in Blushing Margarita. This is one of my favorite shades. I'm obsessed with it. This is absolutely one of my favorite nude lip combos. I think it is so, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna go in with the Stila mascara as my second coat. This is super random, but I've noticed that almost everyone that I watch opens their mouth when they do their mascara. And I have come to the conclusion that I think it might be because everyone watched like their mom or their older sister do it, so it kind of became a habit, because I don't do that. And I wonder if it's because my mom and my sister don't wear makeup, so I never grew up watching them do their makeup, and I just never, I don't know, picked up that habit. I have no idea, but I think it's so bizarre that I just don't do that. All right, so this is everything for this makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.